Hi, I'm Danielle Edwards, and I want to take a second to explain the due diligence process here in North Carolina because I know it is very overwhelming, and even though your agent or me has probably explained it to you several times, sometimes you just want to know what it is again. So here we go. So think of the due diligence process as two sections. So in the first section is what I call the DD period. And this is a negotiated period, so we're just going to use 30 days. Hey, Mr. Seller, I want 30 days to do my due diligence on buying your home. They might come back and say 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but for the sake of argument, let's just go with 30 days. So you and the seller agree on a 30-day due diligence period. Then the next thing you have to negotiate is what that due diligence amount is. So your offer might say $300, they come back and say they want $800. You go back and forth, and you agree on $750 due diligence. Okay, so $750. So I'm going to draw a line. This is section 1. So within those first 30 days, you're going to give the check to the seller, $750 made out to him, and during those 30 days, we're going to do our due diligence. We're going to get it appraised, which you're going to have to pay for. So let's just use $400. You're going to have to get it inspected, which you have to pay for. Let's just say $500. Termite, which you most likely will want, $90, and these are all estimates, don't hold me to this. And then radon, you might want a roof inspection, HVAC inspection, the list goes on and on. But these are the basics you're gonna pay. So what I normally tell buyers is, don't make an offer on a home unless you love that home, because you are spending money day one. $750, bye-bye, goes to the seller. Then you're spending appraisal, inspection, termite. The end of the 30 days, at 5 p.m., you could back out for any reason whatsoever. You could back out because all of a sudden you're not moving. You could back out because you decide you don't like pink houses anymore. You could back out because you realize it's going to be too much maintenance, whatsoever. Now, if you back out, you're going to lose your $750, and you're going to lose the money you spent during your due diligence period. So a good question I get is, well, what if the seller won't fix anything? Because during that period, you're going to negotiate repairs. So the state of North Carolina, the way the offer to purchase reads is it's pretty much as is. Seller doesn't have to fix anything, but normally they do. They do repair things. Now, they're not going to repair, in most cases, cosmetic stuff like a door that sticks, but think structural, think crawl space water, think roof leaks, major HVAC issues, termites. So those are things that they're going to fix, because if not, they're going to have to disclose it to the next buyer, or they're just going to have to fix it and put it back on their market. So it's in their best interest to fix it within reason. Okay, so I wouldn't worry that much about that because most of my transactions, it all works out. So I wouldn't worry about that. The main reason you would lose your due diligence, honestly, is for some reason the buyer changes their mind. So that's why I say you have to do a backflip when you see this house. I'm not paying the mortgage, you are. Okay, so this is our 30 days. We've written a check $750. Now here's the good news. When you buy the house at closing, you're going to get that $750 back. Okay? So you get your $750 back at closing. Yay! Step 2, second section is your earnest money section. That's normally what probably your mom, your dad, or your last transaction, what we're all used to, because this due diligence thing, it started like 3-4 years ago. It's new. Okay? Earnest money is typically 1% of the contract price. So if I'm with a buyer and we're buying a $400,000 home, that earnest money is $4,000. And again, you get that back at closing. Follow? Now here's the kicker. When you write this offer, you're also going to write a check for $4,000 made out to, assuming you're using me as your agent, made out to RE/MAX Executive. I take that check and I put it in a little safety account. It does get cashed. It's in escrow. It's there waiting for you with your name on it with a bow. Nothing happens to it. Now, if you back out during these 30 days, within 2 to 5 business days, you would get your $4,000 back. After day 30 at 5 p.m., 5:01 p.m., if you back out, you would lose your $4,000. You're not going to get it back from escrow. Now, the good news is when you go to closing, you're going to get your $4,000 and your $750 back. But the main thing is, when you go to contract, normally you write 2 checks. And sometimes there's creative things you can do, but for the sake of argument, if you're my buyer, you're writing 2 checks. The seller needs to know you have $4,000, that's liquid, it's there, and we're not going to be chasing it down on day 31. So that's the due diligence period. If it has not been explained to you like this, and you're a buyer out there that's clueless and you have not signed a buyer agency agreement, I would love to work with you if you're here in the Charlotte area, because understanding the due diligence period is first and foremost the most important thing your realtor should be doing on day one when they meet you. Second to being pre-approved. I can't stress that enough. You need to know what you're getting into. It's your money, not my money, and I've yet to have someone lose money. So I think I'm doing a good job. So if you have any questions, comment below. You can call me 704-604-2999 or just send me an email, drivendanielle@gmail.com. Thanks, I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to hearing from you.